everyone, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. On today's tutorial, we will be making a multi-strand amethyst and seed bead necklace on beautiful purple amethyst soft flex wire. And I will leave links down below in the description for the products I am using. This is just kind of another design option that you can make for multi-strand necklaces or designs. Sometimes when you're doing the multi-strand design, they can become twisted or they're just too heavy to wear because you have all of those strands. So we're going to be making a multi-strand necklace, but we're going to convert it to just one strand for the back of the necklace. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And also down below in the description, I will leave a link for all other necklace inspiration and a tutorial playlist. Let's start creating. So for this project, we're working in a couple different segments, and it's just all basic bead stringing that will be connected with jump rings. Added on the first little part of bead stringing. I'm adding 5 seed beads and one 6mm amethyst, and then a spacing of 5 seed beads. And this is going to be for the back of my necklace. And I always like to add my beads onto the soft flex wire spool. It just acts as a bead stop. So we just have a few more beads to add on. And then you will need your 2x2s, and this is what's going to hold your jewelry piece in place besides the jump rings. So sometimes the seed beads, they can be really small and kind of a little tricky to pick up. So it's what I love about soft flex wire is it'll act as a needle. So you can just pick up your seed beads and don't have to worry about them going all over the place. So we have our spacing of 5 seed beads, and we're just going to pick up an amethyst and 5 more seed beads. I love seed beads. It just kind of gives it another design option if you didn't want to use spacer beads. So we have our amethyst, our 5 seed beads. We're going to pick up our last amethyst and then our 5 seed beads. We're going to add on one 2x2, just like it was a bead. And then we're just going to pass back through. And this is just going to create like a little connection point or a circle. And it's up to you how big you would like it to be. Just want them fairly similar for your project. We're going to bring in our pliers and just give it a squish. This is going to flatten our 2x2 and keep it secure. Then we're just going to rotate our plier and squeeze again. This is going to make it like a little bead and just makes it look more professional. We have just a little bit extra soft flex wire, so we're just going to trim that with our nippers. And we still have our beads on the other side of our spool, so we're just going to slide that down. So our seed bead is resting right next to that 2x2. And then we're just going to cut a good workable length of soft flex from our spool. And if you ever have too much soft flex for your project, be sure to save it. You can always use it for a future project. So we're just going to do the same thing. Add on our 2x2 and then pass back through. And then we just want to compare the sizes. And then we're just going to flatten again. That's what's nice about this project is that you can make all your little segments and you don't have to worry about them falling apart because once you have your 2x2 on, it is completed. We have the side of our necklace. So we have all our matching sides. And then I'm just going to attach my clasp to the end. So I am using a lobster claw. Now, another design option is you could attach your clasp directly to your soft flex wire. I'm just going to open one of my jump rings and attach it to my soft flex wire. Now, if you do have a 2-part clasp, you would just attach one side of the clasp to each jump ring. A couple reasons why I like to attach my clasp or projects to jump rings is if I ever want to switch out the clasp or maybe make it a little bit longer. Instead of having to restring the whole project, you can just open and close your jump rings. So we're going to set these off to the side for just a moment. And we'll just need 2 more jump rings. Then I have my beautiful multi-strand necklace with some free-form amethyst. So for the main part of my necklace, I just used a spacing of 4 seed beads, and then I went back for 5 seed beads for the second part, for the top strand of the multi-strand necklace. So what's nice about this is you don't have the 2 strings maybe twisting together or just not laying properly. That kind of takes care of that issue of just that twisting. We're going to bring in our jump rings and then our 2 sides of our necklace. So we're just going to add on our 6 millimeter jump ring and connect both of our sides together. And then add on one side of your soft flex. It doesn't matter which one. And if you wanted to make a bigger multi-strand necklace with 3 or 4 strands, you can do the same pattern. And then it just connects with that little jump ring. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And if when you're adding on your little soft flex bead stringing components, if they do twist, you're just opening and closing a jump ring to fix it. And when you close jump rings, you should hear a little click and you'll know it's secure. So we have our beautiful multi-strand amethyst necklace using the purple amethyst soft flex wire, our beautiful amethyst beads, and purple seed beads. And you're just attaching them with jump rings. So if you ever wanted to change it out in the future, maybe add another strand of just seed beads, you can always add more to the future without having to restring it. I hope you enjoyed today's technique of how to make an easy multi-strand necklace. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It'll help my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for a tutorial playlist for all other necklace inspiration. Have an awesome day.